Hey y'all, this is Allison hanging out in my space to craft. I'm back from my big Disney trip. The only opening page that I didn't get done was Magic Kingdom. So I'm going to work on that. And honestly, it was easier to do when I didn't have the photos. All the photos are going to work out, and the next video will have me doing the other 3 pages and adding the photos and a few more embellishments to them. But this is the photo that I want to use for Magic Kingdom. I did not have a picture of the 4 of us in front of the castle just because it just didn't work out that day, but that's okay. So I need to cover, I want to use this sheet from the Vicky Bouton album. I like this scroll work here for Magic Kingdom. I don't really need the word December on there. I could, but I would have trouble hiding this. So I could do December in the Magic Kingdom. That might work. Yeah, I might actually like that better. And then put these here. I don't hate that idea. Let's see. But I have this big, no, I think I need to separate it. So I'm gonna do this. And then the castle will go down here. I may want to put a piece of paper here though, and I'm gonna mat this. I also have these Mickeys, which might tuck under as a layer. I think I like this paper as a mat for this. I think it will work out. I made this as a 4x6, but with a large border, and then I've trimmed the border. So that will work out. This is 4x6, so that's perfect for a layer. All right, and I think I'll go ahead and use this sort of bow paper for another layer. I think, end up, well, I ink everything, ink all the layers. And then since I printed this picture as a 4x6, but with a larger border, it gives me the flexibility to still fit it and get some of these layers in there. And I'm pleased with that double layering there. We're just going to tuck in. I'm going to adhere this to the tags first, and then I have flexibility to move it around. That's about where it ends up at the end, but all right. Now I want to fit in this castle, but I'm just not happy with the grid. It's so obviously a calendar, and it just doesn't fit. So I'm going to look for a piece of paper that I can use. You can see I'm sorting through my little stack of Christmas journal papers. I think about this Merry, 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 but then I'll have words on top of words, and that bothers me a little bit. And then I find this candy cane stripe paper, and I think that's going to be the right answer. But what I want to do is create a curve, the same curve that's on that paper. And that's approximately the right curve, so not like it's going to show at the top, but I figured they're giving me a curve. I try and use my blade here, and I just can't get it right, so I'm going to end up just using a pencil. I struggle here with it for a bit. I'm like, no, it's just harder to get it where I want it. So I'm just going to line it up and draw it with a pencil and then hand cut it. And I do both sides and then I realize it's too wide. I need it more narrow. So I'm going to do that side, and then I don't want to obscure that scroll work as much, so I'm going to trim a bit off. And to save paper, I'm just going to do the bottom. So same process, just draw it with a pencil. Trim it with my scissors, and inking will hide any irregularities. And when I did that, I knocked my little castle off, so I'm gonna struggle to find that. Here I am looking for the castle. It's on the floor. And I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just trying to make sure not to obscure the holes in the paper that will go into the binder. So I'm going to start with the castle and then position the letters. And this title I just did on my Cricut, and I just picked a font that I liked. It's not an official Magic Kingdom title. I created it, and I found a castle that I liked. I think I do have to move some things around a bit. So I'm happy with that, but it needs a few more things. Sorry about that. Well, there was a dog barking outside, so my dog decided to join them. So I'm just doing the little tittles, the little dots for the eyes, and I'm still looking what else can I add to this. And not finding what I want, honestly. So I'm going to look for, I wanted to include a ticket. I'm checking these. I don't love that with it. So I'm going to go through some of the Disney ephemera that I have. And I do find something that I like. I don't necessarily want more words, but I did find that one, which I liked. I'm just trying different things out. So I am going to end up using that little piece, just double checking. I didn't mind these little flags, but I thought I could probably find something else. Part of the problem is the green in these is very much an olive green, and that's not really the green on these pages. I'll still be able to use it inside the album, but not on these pre-printed pages. The color just isn't working for me, that green. So I have a couple of tickets. I think I'm just going to end up using one ticket. And a little Mickey. I definitely wanted a Mickey on this page. And I have a red ticket, but I already have a lot of red on there. So I decide I'm just going to use, I think I'm just going to use the green ticket. And I'm just looking for anything else that I can do. And I found this really cute little tag with some holly on it. And I thought that would be a good place for the date. I definitely want to include the date on here. So I'm happier with that. And I'm going to find some very small, old Creative Memories small alphas. Here they are, and I think I'll use the dark green on this. So this is the 16th. And I don't think that I wrote the word December on this, but that's okay. Sometimes I had room to write December, sometimes I didn't. But you get the idea. And I pulled out some black and white twine, baker's twine for this. I do add a few little drops of glue here and there to sort of force it into a position that I like. And pretty happy with that. Add some texture to it there at the top. And now we just need enamel dots. And I'm just going to do little hearts. I'm not going to do groupings of enamel dots. I'm just going to do 3 little hearts. I like them a lot. They're the Vicky Bouton. I thought about adding these, and I think did I do it? Maybe I did. Oh. Nope, I didn't. Sorry, I did several pages today, and I couldn't remember which ones I had done that on. So I'm still thinking, is there anything else I should add? But I think this is it. So please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed. I've got some more. Of course, I took a million pictures at Disney. I've got a snack page coming up. I'm going to add pictures to my other 3 title pages. And I've got tons and tons of fun ride pictures as well because we had the photo pass. So I decide I'm not going to add this other title there. Don't need it. And I've got lots of pages to title. So let's take some close-ups and we will see you in the next video. Thanks a lot, you guys.